GBS.
Hello viewers, welcome to today's episode of Women's View. I'm your host, my name is Anne Morimi, and it's always a pleasure to be with you every Friday. Today is our cooking show, and so I'm excited. It's a very good way to usher the weekend in. Most of you will be free tomorrow and Sunday, so what we're making today, you can be able to try it at home over the weekend. So I'm very delighted to be with a guest in studio, and I'd like to give him this opportunity to introduce himself. Karibu.
Thank you so much, Anne. Yes. Hello, viewers. My name is Paiko Kethenji, and I am a chef by profession, but I love cooking. That's my passion.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
As you can see from his attire, he's actually absolutely dressed for this, and he's very passionate about it. So today we're going to be making wet fried liver and stir-fried vegetables. We try to make simple meals that you can be able to cook at home because we want people to know that cooking is an art, but it's also easy and very doable. So today, remember, you can engage with us. Our SMS line is 21144. We're also live on Facebook and YouTube. Please subscribe, and if you want to watch our previous cooking shows, we have some excellent menus and recipes there. Please subscribe, and you can be able to see what we've done in the past. Yeah, so Michael, welcome once more.
Thank you so much.
Yes, so why did you decide to make this meal?
It's because this is one of the meals that I call excellent, simply delivered.
Yes.
And it's easy to make and cost-friendly and healthy.
Healthy?
For breakfast or even any other meal that you'd want to have it.
Yeah, and you know, people really struggle with breakfast because breakfast tends to be you're eating the same things all the time. You're eating bread and tea and eggs, and you know, sometimes you're told not to eat eggs every day. So this is something that you can actually make quickly in the morning and have for breakfast, especially over the weekend, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, because during Monday to Friday, of course, people are so busy trying to avoid traffic. So I remember I came to a function where you are employed, and I had this liver, and I loved it. In fact, I served and everybody served, and when I wanted seconds, it had run out, which means that everybody enjoyed it.
Definitely.
So take us through the ingredients, and then we'll be able to start the show.
For the liver, we have oil.
Okay.
Then we have onion.
Yes.
And then we have tomato and liver.
Okay.
And salt.
Salt to taste.
You can see the ingredients are very few.
They are very few, actually. It's quite simple.
But you're going to love the results.
I know. Luckily, I've had the results before. Must you cut the onions like this and the tomatoes like this? Or you can cut them anyhow you want?
Now, cooking is an art.
It is.
It's creativity.
Okay.
So you can cut the tomatoes just the way you cut them at home, but now for presentation purposes, maybe you can try to be creative and even with the onions. But the cutting style doesn't really matter because the tomatoes are going to crash after you've cooked them.
They're going to break down.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start. And so let's just, how do you want us to start? Do we start with the liver? We're also going to make something else, the stir-fried vegetables.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit also about this.
The stir-fried vegetables, it's something that I really love. We have peas, we have carrot and red capsicum and green capsicum.
Okay.
There's just some healthy stuff. As you can see, there are no spices at all.
Yes.
On the table. That means you're going to work with the things that you actually have readily available at your residence.
Local.
Yeah.
In fact, there's nothing here that is complicated. Very, very simple to do. So I think we can start, and then as the food is cooking, we'll continue with our discussion. So let me give you this, Miko.
All right, we start with the...
We start with the liver.
The liver?
Yes.
So
what quantity of liver is this, just for...
Sorry, the quantity? It's half a kg.
Half a kg?
Yeah.
And how many tomatoes?
3 medium tomatoes.
3 medium tomatoes.
And we will use 1 medium onion.
1 medium onion. It's quite a big one, the onion, eh?
Yeah.
Not those big ones, okay. Yeah. All right, so you can switch on the cooker, and then you can start.
Right.
So it's, yeah, that one, and then you...
So you preheat your saucepan or sufuria. Then you put some oil
Yes. But now you're able to measure the oil with your eyes.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
definitely. But the measurements of the oil, then maybe you can use your own quantities, because there's some people who like
very oily food.
Very oily food, and some who doesn't even like oil
at all. Actually, there are people who don't use oil at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one is basically you do it to your taste.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's optional.
It's optional. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you first let the sufuria heat up a little.
A little, then you put
then
oil.
You put your oil. Okay.
You let the oil heat up a bit.
So you don't usually put the tomatoes immediately.
No, not yet.
You wait for the oil to heat up.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then you can put the onions.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes when people are cooking, they tend to be either they're in a hurry, so sometimes they put the oil and then immediately you put the tomatoes. No. You need to get the oil hot.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So where did you study cooking?
No, it's quite a long story.
Yes.
Because initially when I cleared Form 4, I really wanted to do civil engineering, and my auntie whom I was staying with wanted me to do plumbing.
Why did you used to help at home with the plumbing?
Definitely. All right.
Where did you grow up, by the way?
Meru.
You grew up in Meru.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So,
the land of plenty of potatoes and food. You know, I love Meru. It's a very rich county.
The land of food.
It's a land of food, to be honest.
Yeah.
Also, you finished your primary, you finished your high school, and you applied. Did you apply to do civil engineering?
No, not really.
What happened?
There's a program that I enrolled in. It's called ELD, Holistic Engagement for Life and Discipleship.
Holistic Engagement for Life and Discipleship. Was it being offered by your church or something?
No, not my church. It's an interdenominational organization that disciples young people before they go to college. You get to be grounded in salvation, and then they teach you many things.
They mentor you.
Yeah.
Okay.
They mentor you into what you want to be, and many other things.
So I think our oil is hot, eh?
Yeah, the oil is hot, so we can put some onions.
And that's the one way to tell that the oil is ready. That noise, the sizzle. Okay, so we put in our onions.
Then this is
you're not going to put all of them. You're going to put half.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Half the onions.
Yeah, we only need one large onion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you give the onion some time to cook a bit.
We need to the next time we need to get something to hold the sufuria with.
Yeah.
So this is how it looks. I want my viewers to be able to see. It's simple, but for somebody who is learning to cook for the first time, they need to see every step. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
So it's quite hot.
It's quite hot, yes. Yeah. Okay.
So I was telling you how I got to...
You got to becoming a chef.
To become a chef.
Yes.
So we were kind of taught how to hear God about even what you want to be in life. And God has given us talents.
Yes.
He has given us passions that we need to use to do service to humanity,
yes.
And even maybe to bring some income.
Yes.
And I realized that I actually love cooking.
Yeah, everybody actually has a talent.
Yeah.
Something they are passionate about, something they are good at.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I realized that I love cooking, and I decided that I actually didn't decide. I after creating the program, I went back home.
It was for how long, the program?
It was for it was from February to August. All right, I don't remember.
Oh, okay. So it was about 6 months.
Yeah, it's about 6 months.
We need to make sure that we don't talk too much.
Yeah.
And then we forget about our onions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after going back home, my mentors actually visited, and I had made a meal, and before then my mom and my auntie, I call her mom because she's brought me up.
Okay.
She had talked about some course about cooking. I was just forgetting this name.
It's okay.
About cooking.
Okay, a catering course.
Yeah, a catering course.
So
I was to enroll at Kemu, but then the vacancies were filled up before I enrolled.
Before you handed in your application?
Yeah, I hadn't handed the application. Okay. Then my mentors visited home and I made a meal for them.
Yes.
So when the process of eating, they commented and said,
the food was good.
Yeah, the food was good. They said you were supposed to be cooking.
Do you know what you made? Can you remember what it is that you cooked for them?
It was ugali, some beef, and some kienyeji vegetables.
And you know what? I keep thinking sometimes people try and go out of their way to make very complicated meals. But I think a good cook and a good chef is one who can just make a simple meal, but it be so delicious that people even comment. So your guests who are your mentors actually commented?
The
visitors. No. They actually, they said that you are a very good cook.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they said.
Yes.
And I realized that actually the Lord may be saying that I should do this. So I went out and looked for a vacancy at Reka Technical, which is in Embu.
How is it going? Let's see.
The onion now is ready.
The onion is ready. It has browned a little.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then you put your tomato.
Okay. Do you put all of them?
Yeah.
Okay. All the tomatoes, you put all of them.
These are 3 large tomatoes.
3 large tomatoes. Yeah. Okay.
You give them time to...
How do you know that the onions are ready? Is it that the color changes, or is it about just them being all in there for 5-10 minutes?
No, the onion cooks depending with the heat. So you just check that they are a little bit brown.
They are a little bit brown.
Yeah.
They are like golden brown.
Golden brown.
Yeah.
Close to golden brown, but not really golden brown.
Okay.
Because they will still
continue to cook.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And do we stir them, or we just leave the tomatoes as they are?
No, we will stir them until they are completely cooked.
Okay. So now you decided to pursue something you're passionate about, and you went to Embu.
Yeah. And I started my course at Reka Technical. I did that for about 3 months. Then I transferred to the Kenya Polytechnic. And that's where I actually did my certificates.
Okay.
In food production and service. That was in 2012.
Yes.
And then I started cooking.
Then you got properly into the industry.
Yeah.
Although, to be honest, you said earlier that you learned how to cook when you were young.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah, somehow. It'd be like my mom...
She used to bring you into the kitchen.
They actually insisted that we should cook.
We
should learn how to cook. Men should learn how to cook because, for some reasons, I will not mention here right now, but she insisted that men should know how to cook.
Men should know. You know, that's very interesting. Because did you have other siblings, maybe some sisters and brothers when you were growing up?
I have sisters and brothers.
And women, or rather moms, they generally tend to teach girls how to cook because I think they feel that they need to know how to cook. But sometimes they let the men not cook, the boys.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy that your aunt actually insisted that even the boys had to learn how to cook because cooking is a life skill.
Yeah, sure. And cooking is not it's a woman's thing.
It's not.
Cooking is for everyone.
It's for everybody. In fact, some of the chefs tend to be mostly men.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I actually, after enrolling at the Kenya Polytechnic, I started working before I cleared the certificate. That's how much I loved cooking.
Did you, was it an internship or was it a paid place? Where were you, at a restaurant or in?
I was supposed to go for an internship, but then when I went to do the internship, they instead gave me a job.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Lucky you. You know, a lot of interns have to do almost free labor for like 3 months.
Yeah, sure.
But you were lucky you had a paid internship. Actually, it was a job. It became a job for you.
Yeah, it became a job for me because even after clearing the college, I went back there and continued working.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
Sour. So, do you cook for yourself every day, or when you get home, do you forget that you're a chef and expect to be cooked for by somebody, either by somebody else, or you pass somewhere and buy your food? Because you know, when it's a profession, it's what you do the whole day.
Yeah.
And when you go home, you want to rest. So do you still continue cooking and doing your profession at home?
Now, what mostly happens is that when cooking is a profession for you, you can only cook at work.
Why?
Because that's a job.
Because it becomes a job.
It becomes a job.
Okay.
But when it's a passion, you can cook anywhere.
Okay.
Actually, even if I visited my friend today and found them in the kitchen,
Yes.
I
You just
would
join
go
in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And cook because I love seeing things cook.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for you, it's a profession as well as a passion.
A passion.
So
more
that
of a
means-
passion.
More of a passion.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I am married actually.
Oh, you are. I wasn't sure actually. Because I wanted to ask you. Let's see how our tomatoes are doing. They've broken a little.
Yeah.
And
Fresh.
you want them to crush completely, yeah?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes when you're eating food, the skin of tomatoes doesn't quite. Sometimes you're eating it and then you come across it. And so sometimes I wonder, is it better to blend tomatoes instead of cutting them up if you don't like the taste of the skin?
Now, funny thing with tomatoes, when you blend them, they cook differently than when you cook them this way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But then if you don't like the skin, you can peel the tomato.
You can put in hot water and then you peel.
And then you peel it. And then you cut it and cook it. But I kind of love it.
You like the skin. And you like the taste of it when it's whole.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very interesting. I didn't know that when you blend it, it cooks differently.
It cooks differently. That's called tomato puree.
Oh, yes.
There's a way it cooks differently from when you...
From whole tomatoes.
From whole tomatoes.
And there are certain meals that you need the tomato puree.
Yeah.
And there are others that you need the whole tomatoes.
Yeah, like when you're making a pilau, you need to make
You need the puree.
puree.
Yeah, because you need a lot of wetness.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. All right, that's good to know.
As you can see, the onions are still cooking.
The onions are continuing to cook, that's
Yeah.
right. Yes.
Now you asked a question that I haven't answered yet, huh?
Yes.
About if I cook at home.
Now you see that has become a political question because you've been married. Your wife must be watching and she's really waiting for the answer to this question. You know, my viewers want to see how it's looking like.
Okay.
So I just want to show them that don't burn, take care. Yeah, okay, that's good. At least they're able to see. At least a lot of people who cook it at home know how this combination generally looks, you know, onions and tomatoes. It's like the standard way of starting to cook a meal, yeah?
Sure.
Yeah. So do you want to answer that question or not?
I will answer.
Do you have
that
children?
question. Not yet. I'm expecting.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes,
so if it's a boy, will you show him how to cook?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Actually, I will be with him in the kitchen, like all through.
Okay.
Yeah, not because I want them to be a chef. I want them to be what God wants them to be.
Yes.
But I want them to know how to cook because I know it's important even in the house.
Actually, cooking, I think, is a life skill.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Do you want us to do something?
Yeah. We will add some salts.
This is a stage where we add salt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just enough for...
Of course, this one is to taste. There are people who like a little salty food.
Yeah.
There are those who like less salty food. And there are those who actually do no salt.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so this one, you put the quantity as per your...
The quantities are your...
Are as per your liking.
Your liking, to your taste.
Okay.
So yeah, I cook with my wife.
You cook with your wife?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I am so sure that's one of the reasons that she fell in love with you and she married you. I am absolutely sure.
Maybe she can answer that.
I wish she had come to the show to tell us about her experience. So when you were dating, did you used to cook for her? Sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes we would cook together. Sometimes I would actually cook for her.
Yeah.
Like I remember there's a time I found her a bit unwell and I went to my house, cooked food
and served her.
Yeah.
How was her response?
She was very happy.
Yeah. I think if you want to touch, this is just to the general public out there, men out there. If you want to wow women, this is one of the ways to do it, right? You
Definitely.
can cook with them or you cook for them, yeah?
Yeah.
And I know one thing that men hate is washing dishes, of course, yeah? The dishes, the ladies will sort the dishes or will look for someone to sort the dishes. But cooking is a very romantic act and it's really appreciated by ladies, yeah? Yeah, I'm sure your wife actually appreciates that.
She does.
Okay,
she does,
cool.
I can tell you that. So I will now have the liver.
Yes. Have you done anything to the liver?
No, not really.
You just bought it and you cut it. How did you cut it? What shape is the liver? Because, you know, sometimes there are those people who like details.
Yeah, it's juliennes.
And you see, oh, juliennes. You see, yeah, that's true. This is how to do it.
Yeah.
Strips. So
yeah, That's for decoration.
It's a way of, but you see, we said cooking is an art.
Yeah.
So even how you cut the ingredients,
it really matters.
It matters, yeah. Okay, yeah. So let's put it in.
So we put the liver.
Juliennes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Now this one you will give it some time to just cook.
Sour. All right. Okay, so guess what? We need to take a short break, but we'll be right back. Viewers, we shall be right back. Remember, you can engage with us. The SMS line is 21144, and we are live on YouTube and Facebook. Please subscribe and continue to enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
People have dominance over themselves. Why? Daddy, no money. Give me money, I'll buy for you. Hey, Daddy, I say I don't have money. Hey, I know, Daddy.
Can the Ethiopian change his skin? Or the leopard its spots?
예수님이 우리의 모든 죄값을 다 지불하시기 때문에 예수님 다 이루었다라고 말씀하셨잖아요.
So Jesus paid for all the wages of our sin. That's why he could say it is finished.
Yesu alipa mshahara wa dhambi deni zetu lote, ndiposa akasema kwamba imekwisha.
Everyone, God is like the supercomputer.
Upendo wa Mungu ni kama hii supercomputer.
The blood that Jesus shed on the cross has given us eternal redemption and made us sanctified. People receive salvation when they accept this gospel. As the gospel is the beginning of spiritual life, an accurate understanding and sureness of the gospel is the most important thing for a Christian. CLF has transformed the spiritual lives of many ministers and has led them to the right path of ministry. It has grown each year, bringing together more than 24,000 ministers just in 2017 alone. The pure gospel is accomplished only through the grace of Jesus Christ.
Our sins have been forgiven. He's made us righteous. He's cleansed us, sanctified us. And for me, it's fantastic. I'm so glad about that.
Praying that there's going to be peace worldwide. And so we are praying for the unity in the body of Christ. And there's great hope.
The ministers from various denominations should return to the Bible through CLF, an upright ministry and true spiritual life, which is not by works and efforts, but through grace and faith, breaking free from formalities and theories with the heart of God. The new wave of change in world Christian ministers will continue through the Christian Leaders Fellowship.
G Radio.
Hello guys and welcome. This is G Radio, #1 TV show, and we're coming live at GBS TV. And I'm your host, Isaac Tabitha.
I'm the co-host, Evan Chinyari. And as usual, we have our DJ Deco. You can also send your views on my Instagram page and Chinyari_Ethan.
Also, you can get me on our Facebook page as Isaac Tabitha. Thank you so much, guys.
Keep it here.
Kwa mara ya kwanza runinga ya GBS TV inakuletea Echo Mziki. Ni show itakayokuwa inatambulisha vipaji vya ma-DJ, wasanii wenye uwezo mkubwa na madancers wenye kunyangua. Ungana nami at Trouble Nyakoko pamoja na mkali wao DJ Veges siku ya Ijumaa mida ya saa 12 hadi saa 1 jioni, na Jumamosi mida ya saa 9 hadi saa 10 ya mchana, na Jumapili mida ya saa 9 kwenye Echo Mziki live audience. Echo Mziki, hapa mziki tu.
Everywhere, GBS.
Welcome back to today's cooking show. We're making wet fried liver and stir-fried vegetables. This is a very quick and easy meal that you can have for breakfast or lunch or dinner, depending on what you're feeling like. So we had already put the liver inside the supuria, and it was, when we put it in, it was maroonish and red, but after a few minutes the color has already changed. It's now browning.
Then you add some little water.
We add some water for it to have a bit. That's what makes it a wet fry, the wetness. Eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
For the sauce.
And how much do you know? You're lucky because you are already experienced. You know how to do this. But how much water do you add? Like half a cup or?
Maybe about half a cup.
About half a cup.
Slightly more than half a cup, because the water will evaporate. But then you need to have some sauce. At the end of it all.
Yes. So, you know, it's very important for us to define the amount of water, because I'm sure you've heard about a certain community in our country that likes to put too much water. You almost bring a jerrycan. You've heard of Mashakura people?
Definitely.
Those are my people, and I love them to bits. But when it comes to water, you have to tell them, put half a cup, no more. Otherwise, we'll adjust up for 20 liters.
All right.
Okay, cool. So just a little bit of water to give it a wetness.
Yeah.
So that's how it looks. Have a look, and it's already starting to thicken really nicely. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you like to serve this the stir fry with? If you're having it, let's say for breakfast, what are the options that you can have the stir fry liver with?
There's some of the healthy options like guache,
the sweet potatoes, and
the
arrowroots, ndomas, they are cousins. Ndomas and guaches, they are like cousins.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
they go together.
Cousins, yeah.
You can also have it with bread, honestly.
Yeah, and on mandazi, some good, nice homemade mandazi.
Mandazi.
Yeah,
yes.
or even pancakes. Actually, they go pretty well with pancakes.
Actually, you had mentioned that usually you like to have them with pancakes.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, cool. These are breakfast ideas, and to be honest, it's just that this in your estimation, Mike, how long does this take to prepare and cook? How long does it take to cut the tomatoes, cut the onions, cut the liver, and cook it?
Personally, I can do that in about 20 minutes.
In 20 minutes, which is really a short time. It's something you can actually do in the morning and have for breakfast. And I'm going to try it for breakfast.
And beat the jam.
And beat the jam.
Yeah.
You just need to wake up to forget a little bit of the sleep. Don't snooze the alarm.
Yeah, wake
immediately
up
it goes off. Just get up. No snoozing.
Now our liver is ready.
Our liver is ready, so it takes a very short time to cook. Huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's already cooked. If you overcook the liver, it gets hard.
If you overcook liver, it gets hard. So that's it. So our liver is ready.
Yeah, our liver is ready.
Fantastic. So you can put that aside, and then now we can make the stir fry. Let's show our viewers how it looks when it's ready, just so that they can know. Wow, look at that. And you know what? If you're making it for lunch or dinner, this can go very well with some ugali.
Or rice.
It can even go well with rice, even chapati. It's a very versatile kind of protein, so it works with many things.
Definitely, yeah.
All right, cool. So we had already talked about our ingredients for the stir fry. So
for the stir fry, we have.
Oh, no wonder you were saving some onion. Oh yes.
We have onion.
I can put this aside. We're done with the water. Okay, cool. So the first job that you got after being at Kenya Poly, how long did you stay there? For a very long time. How many jobs have you had since then?
Quite a number.
Quite a number.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I think about, the reason I'm asking you this is not is mostly to put it out there that when you're good at cooking, when you're passionate at cooking, I don't think you can actually lack a job. And even if you don't get a job, you can always open up your own place.
Yeah.
Or you can cook from home and deliver.
Yeah, definitely. You can actually self-employ.
You can self-employ.
Yeah. But after working with Basque, I went to Senegal and then to...
You went to where?
Ethiopia, Senegal.
You went to Senegal?
Yeah.
No, please. What took you there? Cooking?
Yeah.
Really?
Cooking is a big thing.
Senegal? I've not even been there. Senegal and where in Ethiopia?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. How did you get those positions?
Now, I was working for assistant director to WFP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And so when he needed to, did they need to go back to Senegal and they went with you or what?
No, it transferred from Senegal to Ethiopia.
So you followed them.
Yeah.
Wow. Isn't that awesome? Did you actually think that because of cooking you'd get to travel the world?
Maybe. if that's how the Lord wants my life to be.
It was a good surprise.
Yeah.
How is Senegal?
Senegal, hot.
It's hot, huh?
Yeah.
Which part of Africa is it? I'm not so familiar. Is
West
it?
Africa.
It's West Africa.
Yeah.
Close to the, which ocean is there? Is it a sea or an ocean? Is it the Pacific or Atlantic? One of them?
Pacific Ocean, yeah.
Ah, okay. So you were out there for how long?
I stayed there almost a year.
Almost a year.
Yeah.
And then now when the director moved to Ethiopia, he actually...
No, I mean like Senegal and Ethiopia.
Oh, Senegal and Ethiopia combined. Yeah. How is Ethiopia?
Ethiopia? Good. It's a good land.
Ethiopia is a land of beautiful women who have beautiful hair. And one of the things that they like to cook so much is that thing. What is it? It's like the white... I should probably get an Ethiopian to come and show us how to make it.
Yeah,
Okay, I forget the name. Anyway, let's get on with our stir-fried dish. So again, we use some oil.
Yeah,
okay. Do we heat the oil again as usual?
Definitely.
Okay, so we heat the pan
this one now,
or the sufuria?
We don't need anything here cooked. We just want to warm them.
Oh, you just want to warm them?
Yeah, because they are, the carrots and the hoho have some vitamins that when you overcook them, you kill them.
All right. So let's get this. Let's remove this from here so that it doesn't block. Okay. All right. So okay. You say that for the vegetables, what we're doing is like we're just warming them.
Yeah.
We're actually not cooking them because most people we tend to overcook vegetables.
They're not supposed to overcook.
Yeah, because of the nutrients and the vitamins. Eh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Actually, these are some of the things that can be eaten.
Actually, they can be here. There's nothing here. Okay, well, the peas can't be eaten raw, right?
No.
Oh, you can't.
I'm talking about the carrots.
Like the carrots and the capsicum, the green capsicum and the red capsicum. Those you can eat raw.
Yeah.
Even the onions.
Yeah.
So long as sometimes they have a little bitter taste, but you can put them in salty water.
Salty water to neutralize.
I'm trying to show you that even me, I know one trick or two. I'm not too bad.
Yeah. So our sufuria is already hot.
Also that I should cook. Pardon? Yeah.
The sufuria is so hot, so you put a little oil.
Just a little?
Yeah, because of course you don't want to eat a lot of oil.
Yeah, some people are very particular about oil and all. Okay.
So then
you let it heat again?
Let it heat.
Okay.
It's always good to let the oil heat because that saves you on time.
On time, yeah. Your veggies tend to cook faster.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. That's it. So let's continue. So after you went to Senegal, you went back to Ethiopia, then you came back to Kenya.
I came back to Kenya.
Was it difficult? Have you ever had the difficulty in getting a job? Like maybe you're looking, even a lot of people finish university and then they're looking for a job 1 year, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 1 year. Has that ever happened to you?
Not really. Funny enough, I have not even gotten my certificate from the Kenya Poly.
You're so lucky. Oh my God, really?
It's a blessing. It's a blessing. Whenever I've gone to look for a job, I think I found favor with the interviewers because actually what I use as a certificate is a result slip. From my first semester when I entered college.
Yes.
Because when the certificates were out, I was already working.
Yes.
So
it was not an urgent thing for you because you needed it to get a job. You already had a job.
Yeah.
So, sometimes you forget about these things.
Definitely.
But I think, nevertheless, I think you should go for it. Just for the sake of having it.
I will.
Although it may not be so important because now your skills speak for themselves.
Yeah.
Wherever you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then you put
there you go.
Your onion.
Put in your onions. Yeah. Again, that sizzling sound. Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you sharpen your skills? Because, you went to school in 2012.
Yeah.
And that is like 6 years ago. What do you do to make sure that you're learning whatever is new in the market? What is the latest,
Working with different people and at different places. I've worked in a number of kitchens in Kenya.
Okay.
I've worked with Isaac Walton,
Ah,
I went
in
to
Embu.
yeah, that's in Embu.
Right, yes.
I went to Western for one day.
Why one day? That was too short. You didn't like it or what?
No, I liked it, but that was a job for that day.
Oh, it was a one. Okay.
Yeah, and I've worked for Sarva Panafric for a few days, like a few weekends when they
need someone, when they need extra.
When they need an extra hand.
Let's show our viewers how that is looking. Let's see if I can have it. So the oil is just enough to be able to absorb. It's actually, most of it has been absorbed by the onions.
The onion.
Yeah, so
but
it's not too much.
Yeah, the onion for stir-fried veggies should not be cooked, should not be brown.
Okay, like the first one. Remember the first one was golden brown?
Yeah.
This one, it shouldn't be.
Yeah, I just saute it.
Sauteed, yeah, exactly. Okay.
Then you put your peas.
What do you start with? The peas?
The peas.
The peas were already boiled before.
They're already boiled before. So you let them warm a bit.
Yes, let's show our viewers. And you know, one thing I like about veggies is the different colors. You see, the onions are, is that purplish and whitish? And the peas are green, you know. Yeah. And you know, one of the things that I've learned from this show is that, I don't know whether you agree with it or not, I have a feeling you do. You first eat with your eyes before you eat with your mouth.
If you don't like it, you won't eat it.
Yeah, if the visual...
They must be appealing first so that you can actually dare to eat it. If you don't like it in the first place, you don't even...
Yeah, you're not even like tempted, you know, unless you're starving or something. And another thing I've noticed also is the smell. If the smell is also very nice and inviting, and the presentation, you tend to eating is very easy, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then when you're boiling the peas and you're pre-boiling the peas, you also make sure that you don't overboil them, because if you overboil them, they become brown.
And then they mash. They also become so mushy now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So now
that is ready.
Yeah, the peas are ready now. So then you put your other ingredients, the carrots.
You start with the carrots or...
No, you just put them together.
You put all of them together because, we said we're not overcooking.
Yeah, we're just like warming them.
All right.
The red capsicum and the green capsicum, you hand them.
And why are you putting red and green? Is it just for the...
For beauty.
For beauty.
For beauty.
There's also
That's
the
like
yellow capsicum. You can also put yellow capsicum if you have some.
Sure.
Okay.
But
the more colors...
The more colors,
the more colors, the better.
The better. And then your meal also becomes...
So tilt it a little for my viewers who are following. Yeah, it looks nice. I love the color display. And it's so simple, you know.
Yeah.
Peas, carrots, and capsicum, really. Oh.
Yeah. Then you hand some little salt.
A bit of salt to taste.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, nice. And there you have it. You know, it's also actually very good in the morning to have some vegetables.
Yeah.
And honestly,
this
takes almost less than 10 minutes.
The veggies?
Yeah.
They are actually ready.
They are ready, so switch off. Yeah, and there you have it. Let me see how they look. Let me have the... And I like the way you cut the onions because they are long and they are part of the beauty. Nice. Wow. And there you have it. I think all that, if you're probably in your kitchen, this would have taken maybe 25 minutes.
Yeah,
because as you cook both dishes together.
Yeah,
you're used to that.
Go together.
Yeah.
You can cook even 3 dishes or 4 dishes together.
At the same time.
Yeah.
And do they burn?
No, really.
Of course not. You're a chef. This is what you're trained to do.
Yeah.
What is your favorite meal, if you have any?
Chapati.
Okay. You're such a Kenyan, of course. Chapati. Chapati and?
Tea.
Tea?
Yeah.
No, come on. No, really? I'm waiting for some exotic name, like,
that's my all-time best.
Chapati and tea?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay. I don't even have any comments. I think for me, your liver is becoming one of my favorites. So I think we're done. And you know, I like that as the liver sort of cools, all this, the yumminess increases, you know. Yeah. So I think we can be able to serve. Today we are presenting it the way we would if we were having it for breakfast.
Yeah.
So we have our sweet potatoes. Those ones are already ready. So we can set this aside. And all right, so you're able to serve. Let me give you this, and you can serve some liver and some veggies. And then you can be able to show, I guess, how it would look like if they were having it like... very nice and flavorful. Yeah. Liver is especially good for ladies because it increases, it's good for, I think, blood production or something.
Yeah,
so if you're suffering from anemia or you're just trying to boost the amount of blood in your system, liver is something that's very good to have.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, some veggies.
Some veggies, some stir-fried veggies.
Yeah.
So you can imagine having this for breakfast instead of your usual
tea and bread.
Tea and bread, or for you, chapati and tea. You're a chapati and tea person.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Something simple, but yet something so delicious and healthy. Yeah. So there you have it. So do people invite you to cook for them? Like, let's say if I'm having a birthday and I'm looking for a chef.
Yeah.
Is that something you do?
Yeah, we do that with a group of people that we have teamed with.
Oh, really? You've actually made this passion into a business?
Yeah.
Tell me about that. Yeah, when did that happen? Which year?
It started in 2014.
Quite a long time back.
Yeah, that's when we started. That's when the idea was born.
So you're a team of how many?
We are quite a number, but we work closely with a guy called Timothy Mwenda. Actually, he's the CEO.
Yeah, it's actually a company that you've registered and all.
Yeah. Yeah, it's registered, and we do outside catering. And,
nice.
Yeah, apart from the job now that I do full time.
You have a side hustle.
Yeah.
You're a real Kenyan. Kenyans, we love side hustle. Then you know what? With cooking, you can never lack a side hustle.
Definitely.
I mean, even your neighbor can be having guests and you cook for them.
People will call you and tell you, I want 20 samosas.
And then you just make them.
You drop them on your way to work.
To work, yeah. So it's a very good career that people should think about when it comes to just income that is, additional income.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So you formed the company. You're a group of how many?
Well, we work closely with a number of people. We work depending on the event.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we need to hire people from even outside the group.
Yeah.
But generally, the two of us.
Oh, the two of you. Fantastic. Do you do weddings?
Yeah,
or you do weddings?
Weddings, any group.
Anything.
Any
Whether it's a large group. Do you cook all types of cuisines? Can you do Indian? Can you do Chinese? Can you do Kenyan? Or you mostly prefer to do you have a specialization?
Mostly the people who call us, of course, are Kenyans, so we give them Kenyan cuisine. But we are still growing,
You're still
even
growing?
in skills and the number of the cuisines
that we can offer.
Yeah, we can offer.
Yeah.
We are still learning.
So how, if somebody wanted you to come to their home, for example, how would they contact you? Are you on social media? Are you on Facebook? Or what are your numbers?
Fanaka Catering and Events.
Fanaka Catering and Events.
Facebook.
What does Fanaka mean? It means something. Prosperity. Yeah. You look prosperous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we just have phone numbers.
What are your numbers?
My number is 0706 180 563.
Okay, please repeat.
0706 180 563.
Okay. So, okay, fine. So people can be able to reach you. Are you on Facebook or on social media?
Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your Facebook handle?
Michael Kedenji. Just my name. Michael Kedenji.
Michael Kedenji. And Fanaka, do you have a one for Fanaka?
Yeah. Fanaka Catering and Events.
Is also on Facebook?
Yeah, you'll find that on Facebook.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So at least there you have it. People are able to get in touch with you. Another thing that you can actually do when you're a chef is you can teach people how to do. Do you find people sometimes approaching you wanting to learn? For example, like me.
Yeah.
I'm lucky because this is a learning process for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you find that is something people ask you?
Yeah, people ask us to train their people how to cook, and we do that. We offer those services. I mean, anything that entails cooking.
You can do.
We will train. We will even cook for you.
Okay.
And we cook for any event.
Yes.
Even one person.
Oh, even one person. Have you cooked for one person? Okay, of course, you cooked for your wife.
Yeah.
That was not a business.
Yeah.
That was more about Kumingiza box. Anyway, okay, so there's a viewer who's asking us if you could please just run through the recipe one more time so that they can be able to, I think they're trying to cram it quickly. And maybe after this we can write it down and put it on our Facebook page. But just go through the recipe a little bit, just step by step.
For the liver, we have oil, we have onion, we have tomato, and then we have liver. And some salt, of course, to taste. For the stir-fried veggies, you can make varied veggies. For today, we had red capsicum, green capsicum, peas, and carrots and onion. But you can be creative with them. You can add some French beans, some courgettes, the way you want it to be. Yeah, but now you also balance the ingredients so that you don't have too much of carrot and less of peas. You need to balance the ingredients.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're trying to also enrich the color.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the liver, what are the steps to follow after you have everything ready?
You
heat the oil always?
All right. As always, you heat the oil. You put the onion. You cook it closely to golden brown. Then you put the tomato. You cook them until they are well cooked. They are actually completely crushed.
Okay.
Then you put your liver. You cook it a bit. Then you add some water to give it some sauce.
Okay.
But then you also need to make sure that you don't overcook the liver, because if you overcook it, it becomes hard.
Yeah. Okay. And then it ruins your dish.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about the stir fry? The stir fry veggies. What are the steps?
You preheat the oil. Then you put your onion.
Yes.
The onion doesn't need to cook because, of course, now as I just said, we just need to warm this because we can actually even eat them raw.
Yes.
So right. You put the onion, then you put the peas, because the peas are pre-boiled and maybe and already cooled down. So you warm them a bit. After they are warm, you put your other ingredients. All the other ingredients, veggies, can be eaten raw. So you just put them and just fry them. Just stir them a bit, and then you're done.
A bit of salt if you want.
Yeah.
A bit of salt
to
taste.
Of course, to your taste.
Yeah, and then you're good to go. So you wanted to be a civil engineer and you ended up being a chef. Do you regret it, or are you so grateful to God that you're doing something that you're passionate about?
Actually, it's God who spoke about cooking and confirmed it in very many ways.
Yes.
I really wanted to be a civil engineer. That was what I wanted to be.
Yes.
But God wanted me to be a chef. I think I would be a desperate civil engineer. A bogus one.
A bogus
this
one,
one,
yeah?
It's from heaven.
Yeah, it's like a heavenly gift.
Yeah.
Do you have times when you're tired of cooking and you're like, you want a break? Or sometimes people find themselves in certain jobs and then sometimes you're not enjoying the job because you don't have passion. Does that ever happen to you, or every day you're happy to work?
I can be tired of everything else apart from cooking.
Wow.
I will cook even when I'm tired.
Because it actually now even re-energizes you.
Yeah, this has become part of me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you so much. It has been a pleasure to have you. And viewers, please remember that we are on YouTube. We are also on Facebook. Please subscribe so that you can be able to get as many recipes as there are. And we also really want you to try this at home. Part of the reason we're doing this is to just help you be able to, make your meals at home more exciting. Make your breakfast more exciting. If you have children, you can cook this with them and they're going to be so excited. It's something you can do on Saturday morning, on Sunday morning, and it will enhance the bonding with your friends, your family. Yeah, so give it a try. And then let us know how it goes. Let us know if you're successful. If you have questions as you're cooking, if something doesn't work, if you forget something, please let us know and we shall be able to get back with you. So, Mike, thank you for coming. It's been such an honor and a pleasure to have you here with us. I'm looking forward to tasting this, and I'm going to do that in a few minutes. Yeah. But give the viewers a parting shot. Maybe something that you can that can encourage them and that they can take home with them after the show.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Anne.
You're welcome.
Cooking is a great thing. You don't need to eat bread and tea every morning, or to eat ugali and skuma every evening. You can be creative with food, and it's simple. Some meals are very simple. Recipes are complicated. and plate of food on your table that is healthy and delicious.
Thank you. Now, this is my favorite part of the show. It is the part where I get to taste and tell the viewers. You know, the viewers are watching, but unfortunately, they're not able to taste. I really think that we should consider having an audience in this show so that at least we can prepare a lot of food and pass it around. But since that is not possible, I am the one who has the pleasure of tasting, yeah?
On their behalf.
On their behalf. Yeah. And, you know, it's not that I'm being selfish or anything. It's just that I wish they could, but they can't.
Right.
Wow. Very, absolutely awesome. I love it. It's perfectly salted. It's soft. And it's delicious. Guess what? I'm so happy that the show is about to end because I want to get into this business. I'm enjoying the food. It's actually really, really awesome. Thank you so much. And please try it at home. And I'm sure you'll agree with me that it's very, very delicious. Thank you and have a lovely weekend. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.